315 and 314 for a shooting at Century Theaters.
Not everybody will be influenced the same by violent media. I was called by various news stations to talk about what motivated James Holmes.
There's got to be other factors involved.
Well, yes, it begins in childhood, it begins in the family, and it begins with hour after hour after hour of consuming violent media.
So what strategy could defense attorneys be planning?
Is to enter a not guilty by reason of insanity plea.
A forensic psychiatrist combines the science of psychiatry with law. The idea is to reach justice by applying psychological principles. The Jenny Jones talk show murder trial was the first high-profile case that I was an expert witness on. Jonathan Schmitz was being charged with first-degree murder. And although the media tried to make it out as a gay hate crime, it was nothing of the sort. His defense attorney wanted to work in his mental illness. So rather than by reason of insanity, he used diminished capacity. What was really going on was that John was terrified that his family would feel that he was gay, and he wasn't like that. People sometimes think that we are whores, that we can make a case depending upon whether it's the plaintiff who's retained us or the defense. If one is very clever, you can make both cases, and it thrills me no end to win. Nevada versus Floyd Mayweather. That was a domestic violence case. I was on the side of Floyd Mayweather. I saved his butt. I did an intensive exam of the woman who was alleging this. It became clear that really she was a woman scorned. She had been dumped by Floyd Mayweather and she was angry. It was determining veracity. In other words, was the woman who was accusing him of domestic violence telling the truth?
Dr. Lieberman's office. Yes, she would be able to meet with you on Wednesday.
I've been using Tiffany as my assistant since she's been about 5 years old. Tiffany was stuck being my daughter.
Temperament-wise, we are pretty much the opposite. A lot of times it may sound like yelling, but really it's just her talking.
You left a message, Tiffany. That means that they're just kind of trying to shove you on. And I'm just going to have to take them to court.
No, look, you can't just go around taking them to court. Yes, the point is to get paid for your work, but you also want to maintain this relationship with this attorney. That's what we call parentified childhood. At least that's how I rationalized it in my head.
This is the second case I've worked on with Carol, and the first case was amazing. The jurors loved her, so I was like, oh my God, thank God. But you know, along the same lines, she's tough to deal with, and she's not willing to make compromises in any shape, matter, or form.
Well, Paul, you knew what my fees were.
You can give us a better rate.
I'm not the cheapest, I'm the best. I'll take off $1 per hour.
Oh, no, seriously. I mean, so she's a tough cookie.
It's fun to have a colleague who's an expert witness but isn't too stuffy and full of himself. How do you like that?
In pink, and it matches the decor of the office. Doctors aren't really known for having great personalities, but Carol does. It's very important to be able to talk to another expert.
The other part of it, he may be feigning a little bit more his fear of everything.
It's his attorneys who are considering retaining us, correct?
She has to have big balls but not show them because she needs to be a woman still. Suzanne Tokowski is the editor of the Beverly Hills Times, and we've been friends for a good number of years.
We're like that kind of girl that we're two sitting at the bar and there's 20-year-olds over there and they'll go, we'll have what they're having because we're having so much fun. I think you've got to be a bitch in life, and that to me is not like a bad thing.
A shark, a bitch, whatever. I'm the best forensic psychiatrist. That's, I hate to say it, but I honestly think that that's true.